I don't think I got a ping for this one.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
can. I think when I started the town hall, it asked, "Oh, do you wanna ping everyone?" And I said yes, but I don't know how that
oh,
works actually. Guys in the town hall, did you get a ping or?
I did not get a ping.
Oh, okay, then maybe we should. Yeah, I assume
It's
that.
only when you subscribe to the event you get the ping. So you ping everyone who is subscribed to the event.
Oh, okay, that was like
I
one
don't think
person. So
I
I
don't think anyone ever subscribes to events. Well,
no.
I never do.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's. Oh, Jonah did get a ping, but were you subscribed to the event? Um, 8 people subscribed to it. Let me check who. Oh no, he isn't. So he should have gotten it then. So seeing as he's not subscribed to the event, but he did get the ping, I guess that there's no harm in doing it again, right? if it's
yeah.
uh if it's at here, I mean just to be sure. Oh, you already did it, Kendrick. I missed it.
Sorry.
No,
I
no
was just
worries.
like, just in case.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
go
make
ahead.
them cranky if they get double pinged.
Yeah,
Ping
exactly.
him again.
It's very important.
Yeah, if you want to make a real cranky, ping him 3 times.
That's that's right.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
expecting things to get a bit more quiet and slow during the holidays, as people are, what I've been hearing, like either very busy finishing things up for the holidays, or already, you know, entertaining for the holidays. So
yeah. No, that makes total sense. But we'll keep working. I don't know. Are you guys maybe ready to start? And we'll see if some other folks just roll in.
yeah, I think that's best. I mean, like you said, all we need are Jonah
Yeah,
and Musketeer here. Um,
Yeah.
those
Hobbsy
are
was gonna be
kind of.
late, so
Okay.
Also, we're recording it, so we'll put it up after. Everyone will be able to listen after.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Sounds good.
recording. Then let's start the recording here. Wow, 1,000 people showed up. This is amazing.
I'm so glad for this turnout, guys. I love your
Yeah.
support.
It's awesome.
wait, Fluff, you're giving everyone an ape,
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone that's here right
and then
now.
Hobbsy shows up.
Yeah. You just missed it, Hobbsy. We took the snapshot right before you did.
Right.
Oh man.
No, thanks
Well,
everyone.
welcome everybody. Yeah, thanks for coming. I'm going to be trying to do nature justice as a moderator today. So we'll be talking a little bit. We'll be going through the team really quickly about what they've worked on over the past last week, and then we'll talk about, and then they'll talk to what they're looking to work on this week and in the short term future leading up to the mint. So with that being said, we could start with Arno. What have you been up
Me,
to? Yeah.
I have been working a whole lot. I need to finish some non-Cranky Critters related projects, so I've been cranking away on those. I've also been working on the Mega Cranks, which some people might have seen the first one. And I've been loosely concepting some board game ideas. Well, we had board game ideas. I've been loosely drafting them into a board game flow type thing, if that makes sense.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, program.
Go ahead, Rune.
No, nothing. I just said a
I think
flowgram.
I think Rune just made a bad joke. Oh, flowgram? Yeah, it's a flowgram.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, flowgram.
Flowgrams are good. Well, excited to see some of that work. I can kind of talk to a little bit about that. I spent, I think, about 3 hours today hopping around random different board game discords and just kind of putting feelers out there. And I've got a little bit of excitement in some different groups. And so that'll be part of, as we're starting to build and work on the board game a little bit more, like Arno's talking about. Hopefully, we'll be able to draw in some audiences that are kind of more ingrained in that scene too. So super exciting. Arno, in terms of the Mega Crank, can you talk to just for those that maybe haven't heard the whole spiel about the Mega Crank, what your philosophy is about around drawing some of the traits or the overall characteristic of a Mega Crank?
Yeah. I definitely can. It's kind of like a bit all over the place, but that's basically all my work. But the essence is, um, I want him to convey losing an epic battle in some way, like the one I shared. Lost an epic battle between, I don't know what the narrative was anymore. I just made that up out of the top of my head. But and he turned into pure darkness by the things he saw in battle and stuff. Not all of them are going to be like that. There's going to be like this one had riffs on a couple existing outfits and stuff like that, but they're still like one of one. So this won't be like the devil buff shirt thing he's wearing won't be in the main collection. So some of them are gonna feature like beefed up versions of existing outfits. Some of them will feature completely new outfits. Some of them might even be completely naked. You don't know. We might have like a naked mole rat situation on our hands. Um,
Love it.
and yeah, that's like I'm trying to envision them as the worst version of themselves,
I love it.
basically.
That's great. Yeah, so those are going to be really cool to see and come when they start coming out. The obviously, if you guys, probably everybody maybe hanging out right now has, but if you haven't got the chance, there's a Medium article that Fluff put together about the battle royale, and hopefully we'll have some information about that later on for you guys. But as a reminder, if you mint three or have three Cranky Critters, you'll be able to uh, possibly get into the to burn three and put them into battle with one another, and then hopefully you'll get one in return, which is a one of one. So super exciting, actually. I'm super stoked to see a bunny as the, or I guess is it a bunny? I guess
It
that
transcended past Bunny. It's
love
a
it.
hell spawn now.
Yes. Yeah, I'm super stoked to see how creative Arno gets with some of these things. So well, cool. And Fluff, if you wanted to speak to some of the stuff you've been working on.
Oh yeah, I would love to. Like you might have already seen last week, we started some collabs. We were able to guest in the Foxy Fam spaces, which was really nice. We also guested in the non-fungible people spaces. So we're really, trying to get into more Twitter spaces and use that, to get some more eyes on the project as well, and also just to make some connections, with other people, other projects. I think it's always nice. Um, I've also been able to put up the server guide. You'll see it, when you look at all the channels all the way on top. There's a section now, Start Here, and the channel called Start Here, and that's basically where people that are new to the server or new to the project can go to, check out what what they can find here, what Cranky Critters is, what the roles are, how to get on the pre-sale, basically like a Cranky Critters jumpstart guide on how to navigate here. And we also added a collab land. Um, you can see that in the channel verify here. So if you click that, it no longer DMs you. You can just do it in the channel, which is really nice. It's gonna help against scammers at least. And yeah, you can get your collab land connected. There's no benefits to it yet for existing members, at least people that are in the pre-sale already. We have implemented that people that are members of either Cool Cats, Doodles, or Bored Ape Yacht Club are going to get an automatic pre-sale B role. The idea behind that was, we've been active in these communities for some time, and especially the Bored Apes and the Cool Cats ones. I mean, for us, they were really significant, in our journey, and got a lot of help from that community as we went along. So we kind of, wanted to give back in a way that if they join, they get that benefit, which is basically like a collab with those projects, but more one-sided, I guess. But yeah, I'm
An
hoping to.
involuntary collab.
Yeah, an involuntary collab. But obviously, since those are kind of considered blue chip projects, we do hope, it also helps to get some more eyes on the project that way. Um, so yeah, we've set that up. I'm also working on the roadmap now. Still, I know, very sorry, it's taking a long time.
Hmm.
I've been prioritizing, finding some really cool collabs and getting that server guide out there, because my idea is as soon as we reach more people, that server guide should be there. That was what I was thinking, at least. So yeah, I'll be fixing that updated roadmap image this week to you know to have like a go-to image to post on socials, and it'll also include our updated items that we talked about in our first town hall, being
Hmm.
the digital game and also the metaverse land that we're looking to acquire, and plans around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know we've had a few questions this week about one of our roadmap items being the Offsetra initiative. I've elaborated a bit in the chat and stuff, and I just wanted to, take this opportunity quickly to just, enlighten everyone on what the idea behind that is. So basically, we we're as soon as we launch the project, we are going to donate 5% of our revenue to Offsetra. What Offsetra does is they support projects financially that um, make sure that they give back to the planet in terms of oxygen, or just reduce the CO2, to kind of offset the the pollution that we've caused with our project. So they have this calculation that calculates what you have polluted with your project, um, and when we give 1% of the revenue, that should cover our pollution. Basically, that should be enough to get us to a carbon neutral project. But we felt like that was not really a lot. Like, we felt we could do more. So we are dedicated to give 5% of the primary sales to Offsetra, to make sure we do our part. We feel that's important. Um, and also, 10% of the secondary sales are also going to go to Offsetra to keep us carbon negative throughout the whole project. And anything on top of those 10%, we are going to give to a charity that we're going to decide on with the community. So we're going to be, communicating about that a bit more after Mint to see what charity we're going to pick. Um, but yeah, that's really cool. I'm looking forward to being able to step up and try to do something good for the planet as well while we launch this
Yeah.
project. I think it's always nice to make a difference, and yeah, I think
That's awesome.
I think
Yeah, you've been.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, obviously, as even me being kind of in and out over the past week, I can see how the server is a lot. I feel like a lot more going on too. So for those OG guys that are or gals in the audience, if you see somebody that has a question and we can't get to them in time, definitely point them at that Start Here page or channel, because that's got a lot of good information, and it can save them some time, or us some time to keep working on the sidelines. But I see a lot of people already suggesting people to go to Start Here, and then yeah, I mean, I think hopefully you guys have been able to hop in some of those collabs and spaces that Fluff's been doing as well on Twitter, showing some support. I mean, those I was able to hop in one for a little bit with the I forget, was it non fungible people? that was really good fluff. So I think it's really exciting to see some collabs going on and getting some like cross pollination stuff going on with other projects. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Should I already talk about what I'm planning to do next, or do you
sure.
wanna?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely. Sorry
just
to interrupt.
no worries. Love to hear your feedback and your contribution to what I was saying. Yeah, I was just wanted to go on to say that we one of our next priorities is to start onboarding people that are new to the space. Mostly targeting board game enthusiasts, obviously. We're working on you know kind of NFT guide 101 type thing that is going to help people that are completely new to crypto or the NFT space to know what what all the terms are, are you what are good things to be looking out for, what should you really avoid, stuff like that. um, and yeah, I just wanted to mention that because as we're planning to onboard new people, I feel like that Offsetra initiative is going to be standing out a lot as well. I know it's a big concern for people outside of the NFT space because they hear a lot of talks, about how polluting it is. Um, and I think, as they come on, we can immediately say like, yes, we know they're polluting. This is our strategy going forward. This is what we plan to do to counter that. And that kind of, hopefully puts us in a better daylight and takes away that worry about getting involved in the NFT space. So yeah, excited about onboarding new people. And yeah, another thing that we are planning to do is expand more onto other socials, mostly Instagram, and also be looking to maybe look at TikTok a little bit. I know some people joined from there, and we haven't really been active. As you know, Twitter is the go-to social media for NFTs. But I joined a really interesting space yesterday, which was Ish was talking about marketing 101 in the NFT space and how, at least Twitter is already really saturated and you have just a lot of noise and it's difficult, getting through there. And it might not be a bad idea to, try some other platforms or take other approaches completely, to kind of get noticed in that way. So we'll definitely, be looking out for that. And then one last thing I wanted to mention is we got some really cool collabs incoming next week. And if you all could make it, that would be amazing. We've got a Spaces with Zeneca scheduled on well, either Monday or Tuesday, depending on what time zone you're in. It's at let me think what it was. I made an event here in the server, so you can always check there what time it is for you. Um, I know it in UTC. It's like it's Tuesday. Um, how
At
do I?
like midnight,
Yeah,
I
like
think
half past midnight.
12:30.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Yep.
yeah for UTC it's half past midnight on the Tuesday
Well,
then.
that one should be exciting.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
definitely.
that'll
I
be
mean,
cool.
he's been doing some spaces with you know, projects that he's interested in, and we are yeah, I was able to get us on a space with him, and he always has a lot of attendance, obviously. So it would be nice to talk a bit more about the project, get people excited about it, and obviously everyone that's already here is free to come join and help us spread the word. Rep the Cranky Critters gang. Yeah, another spaces that we've got coming is our own weekly Cranky Radio. That's gonna be on Monday, but we have a really cool guest. Can I announce him already or not?
Yeah, yeah. No, he
Okay.
should be.
John
He should be.
Cena. Pum, 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 pum.
We
Or
wanted to keep it a secret, but
yeah. No. Actually, if you know him, Puma Jaw is going to be attending the spaces, and he's going to be, talking about, what makes him cranky in the NFT space.
yep.
Talking a bit about cranky creatures as well. So that's really cool. And last but not least, I know there's a lot of plans, right? We have another spaces scheduled on the Tuesday, so there's a lot going on in those 3 days. But we have a spaces scheduled on Tuesday, um, with a few people. It's like a collab space. We are going to be talking about inclusivity in the NFT space. How,
Yeah.
and at least from our point of view, we try to be as inclusive as possible. We try to create a space where you can be authentic, where you can be yourself, where you can vent if you need to. And I feel like that's a topic that's gotten really important for everyone. And there were a few people that also felt like they had something really interesting to contribute to that. So we got the idea of making a joint space for that. And some cool people will be joining us, like Abby from Top Dog Beach Club is going to be joining us. Joe from Society of the Hourglass is joining, and a few more cool people that I don't want to spoil yet, but I recommend you also hop on that one. I'll definitely get the schedule out in advance, but just so you know what we've been up to and what we've been planning. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
That's awesome. Tons to look forward to. I'm going to try to, obviously, I'll be at all those, but hopefully we can get some other critters attending too. But yeah, well, awesome. Let's see. Rune, would you like to talk a little bit about what you've been up to and what you're looking forward to getting working on next?
Oh, Rune, I don't know if you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Might have got rugged.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. He went to walk the dog, and when he comes back inside, I think he switches from 4G to Wi-Fi, and then
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it disconnects or something.
I know, Rune. This is just a power move.
He's off for the
Right.
night.
Don't count
Oh,
on
there he
him,
is in the
right?
audience. Invite him up here.
So, how do you like my power move?
That was amazing.
So, Kendrick asked me if I wanted to talk what I was doing this week and next week. I answered no, but I will do it anyway. So, last week I've been mostly tied up with preparing all the legal stuff for starting our company. That should be, well, it's 3 more big steps we need to take. The first is on Monday to get all the preparations done with our legal advisor. Then on the start of the new year, we can actually sign all the documents, and then it gets funded for us, and then we need to fund it. And then we can get started on getting everything in order on the NFT side, so get our multi-sig wallet in order, etc., etc., and fund it with ETH, and then the fund can begin. Other than that, I've been looking at our smart contracts, and I think I've optimized it as far as I can go with my skill set. And I got some great suggestions about lowering our own ETH inputs, because creating a whitelist on chain, pre-sale list on chain can become quite expensive. Depending on gas, it can go from, and number of listed people can go from 3 to 8 ETH. So looking a way to bypass that, but I do want it to be transparent and verifiable, and obviously secure. I've got a couple of suggestions that could work, that are off-chain but are secure. I've seen them in use on 2 projects, and both had a very smooth mint. No issues whatsoever. So yeah, I'm looking into that and see if I can add that to the smart contract and to our minting website. That's what I'll be doing next week.
Awesome. Well, cool. Obviously, you guys can see we've been super busy. Actually, I'll let Nature talk a little bit about maybe his next GIF or some of the in Discord events. If I don't know if you're free at the moment, Nature, but
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
always working on always working on a couple of GIFs every so often. Always open to suggestions for those. If you just tag me, I put a check mark, and then I'll go back and save them for later. Apart from that, I've been gathering a bit of info for what Fluff was talking about before, sort of the onboarding side of things. Trying to get to what keywords confuse people the most, what the top kind of basic resources you need to know are to know the space or to sort of get familiar with the space. But then also come mint day, it's unavoidable that your first mint is going to be kind of stressful. And so I personally like to do research when I'm stressed about this type of stuff and try to know as much as I can. And I know many others in the space try to do that as well. So trying to take my own personal experience from that as well and put that together. But then, yeah, also coming together with some concepts for the extended wheel of Cranksgiving all the way to mint. That's not the official term. We need something way more catchy. But yeah, working on that stuff in general, and also just like usual, working on being a pretty face.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's been, we obviously have the submit the sticker competition is still ongoing. So I think we have a few submissions. Undying submitted
Yeah,
one
I'm
just
loving
now.
all the submissions we're getting so far.
Yeah, super good. And I'll try to pin, I know some people have more access to different, Photoshop or Adobe Suite or some of those other ones, but some people don't. So I found a free, it's called Kapwing, and you can literally, they have a template format. It just lives on a browser. You load the page and then you can make a sticker out of that. And it's the perfect format. So you can just export it off the website for free. And after you do whatever you want, it's pretty easy to use. So
Very cool.
after this, I'll post that up and try to pin it so that everybody can just make some stickers too. They're pretty fun. They get addicting once you kind of understand what's how to do them. So
definitely.
That'll be.
Sorry, cut you off there.
No
on that
worries.
same note too, I believe it was Hobbsy actually who was mentioning earlier about wanting to know how to make GIFs. Like I mentioned then, but I'll also say it now, it doesn't take too long to figure out once you've got it done. It's just a matter of actually creating it. So I'm definitely down to show anybody who wants to know how to do it. And then even to maybe organize time in the server where I can sort of join in. Anybody else with Photoshop, free to join as well. And then we can make a couple together, expand the GIF making meme army.
Yes.
Yeah, apart from that too, we've got a game night going on tomorrow. That's always fun. Looking at playing something new, as mentioned in the announcements, but also we had a lot of fun playing Jackbox last time. I feel like it had been a little while, and that's an easy one to jump into. So
Definitely.
yeah, and then that being said, I mean, this weekend and the next is a little hard timing wise to predetermine when I can sort of jump in for earlier or later games for the community. That being said, though, in the next little while, I'll be a lot more free with some time off of work. So I'll be suggesting a lot more impromptu sort of game sessions in general. If there's enough of us interested, always happy to host a couple of games of something.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, if people are free, I can try to hop into. And
I'm also playing Catan daily, so if anyone wants to lose, just hit me up.
You're building your skills.
Exactly.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited to play against Arno.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, cool. Obviously, a lot to look forward to, guys, as we get kind of geared up for the holidays. There'll always be probably something going on in the server. Don't feel pressed to come in here, but we'll be hanging out. If you guys have any questions, obviously, you can post them now in the Townhall questions channel, just on the Discord. And I'm going to start going through some of those to start the kind of AMA session. But if you don't have time, feel free to ask those in general or to us when we're on. Always like answering questions and creating clarity around the project. We're getting pretty close. I mean, I'm super stoked. This has been an awesome building period for us, and it's really cool to see all these new faces. So and familiar ones. But with that, I will start off with Hopsy's question.
Oh wait, sorry. I want to interrupt before you start.
Oh yeah.
No, I
No,
just
no, no.
wanted
Go
to
ahead.
say, like, you're also free to just raise your hand and come up on stage and ask your question if you prefer to do it vocally. But other than that,
Yes.
we'll go through the questions now. Continue.
Yes. Yeah. No. Definitely. Love to hear some voices too. Okay. So Hobbsy asks, will you be using Snapshot or a similar system for community voting at some point? He said he thought he might have heard that in discussion on a Twitter space recently.
Well, the short answer is yes, and that's also the long answer. That's exactly what we're planning to use to do community voting. This will be on board game issues. For example, Arno and me have been known to butt heads on some smaller and larger issues on the game board development.
Stupid stuff.
Yeah, really the most minute details. Like for those things, we could ask community voting. Also, if we're like looking at, okay, we can add this to the NFT box, or we can add this, but not both. Yeah, that's something I think the community should decide, not us.
Yeah, that's definitely super cool. That's one aspect of this project that makes it super unique, not only to any other big projects out there, but also board game projects. Like you're going to be able to, if we have obviously need the community's help picking something, we're going to be looking to you guys to help us out and point us in the direction that you want to take it. But obviously, the team's going to be working hard to build the project. But sorry to interrupt you, Arun. Just excited for that.
No, I was finished.
Cool.
Hey,
Caddy. Cool. The next question was, is there a way that you could include or you could introduce quantum metadata or something similar? It's sounds interesting, and imagine how it just says, imagine having the ability to have a different shirt for your critter or some bonuses for the game. So I think that's something similar to what Space Poggers is doing, but is there any talk about that, Rune?
I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, I have a lot of poggers, and it was fun for 10 seconds for me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, you can see it in OpenSea, but I can do this in Paint.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's worth it. But I'm not ruling it out. If we see the community really wants this and there's some cooler stuff to be done with it, then yeah, of course. We're not freezing the metadata for the first couple of months to leave stuff like this open for the future, to leave these possibilities open. But for the moment, no, there's nothing in the works yet, but I'm not ruling it out. And about the game, and this will be answering a question of you a bit lower. It's not a full-blown game next to the board game. It will be a way to play the board game online. So it will be a digitized version of the board game. And if we would incorporate stats from your NFT, we might be looking at balancing issues. So for the moment, we did think about this, in October we had a meeting about this, but we then decided we have no way to know what the game is going to be like, what stats we have to incorporate now, so it will look ugly, and then we don't want to put anything in the metadata at the beginning and leave them as open promises. I've seen some projects have their NFTs have all these stats and they will never get used. So it's a way to build up hype, but we don't want empty hype. If there's something in your metadata, we want to know what we're going to use it for. So no for now.
Cool.
But not ruling it out.
Yeah, I just want to add to that, like the quantum data question that you asked. Like Rune doesn't immediately see the value, but he's not ruling it out. I think this is a perfect example of something that we would vote on through a snapshot with the community to see if that's something that they want to do.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's awesome. See, Hobbsy's always good for some good questions. Here's the next one. Would you look at sandbox land for playing games and possible virtual reality Cranky Critters at some point, even if it was just generic characters and not necessarily like one of one? And he said he has heard of some areas that you can live stream videos as well. But I guess the question is, when you guys envision buying sandbox land, what do you envision as of right now, the purpose or the use case for the land?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're looking at, like a place that we can come together and play games. And we'd love to have the critters in the metaverse, right? That you can
Yeah.
put that as your unique avatar, and you know, I think if you see like a cranky cat running around, it's gonna be awesome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely still need to, you know, look into what, what the possibilities are, because I think Decentraland has more customizable options than Sandbox. So I don't know, maybe it might end up being Decentraland and not Sandbox. We're definitely looking at some land in the metaverse, and the use case will be you'll be able to play the game there, hopefully, and have your cranky critters there in the metaverse. That would really be cool.
Yeah. Super excited for that. I just like the idea of, not only does board games all about coming around the table to play, but then if we all come together as a group in the metaverse like that. I mean, this is obviously a little bit of the metaverse right here, but being, having your critter and walking around and being able to interact that way, I'm excited for that too. So sorry, I'm talking a lot about my own thoughts, but
That's okay. You're not Beyonceing it, I guess. Not like me.
Oh man. And then Jonah, I think the golden bastard says I can put a sock in it, so I'll try to keep my sentences a little shorter. But Jonah, I think that maybe Rune or Fluff, if you want to elaborate on it, but he just asked a question about voting with Snapshot, and what does that mean? Can we elaborate on that? But obviously that link is pretty accurate.
I'm gonna send him an even better link.
Cool.
Is the link called monkeysαλwayswrong.com? Joking. No. Thanks for helping, Monkey.
There you go.
Yeah, feel free to check out the link. It says a lot. But short description is, it's a website where you can log in with your Cranky Critters token, and you'll see our question pop up, and then you can vote. And if you don't have a token, you won't be able to vote.
Cool.
I think Doodles are doing the same thing.
Yes, they are.
And it's working very well.
Yeah, what Rune said.
They actually stole the ID from us. That's not true, by the way. It's been around way longer than we have.
We'll just edit that last part out. It's on the recording, and then we'll publish it. Doodles copy.
So, quick question. Am I allowed to ask questions? That this is a two-parter, if the answer is yes.
Yes. I don't know if I can.
Can I submit possible stickers?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I've got the winner right here. I'll post it in a sec.
We can.
All right, let's get back to the actual use questions.
Yeah.
I just want to be. This is another question, and to be transparent about it, the team is always going to participate, but we cannot win. So Arno, feel free to submit them.
He'll just get last place.
This is gonna win, no matter what.
Oh man.
Wait,
okay.
does that mean that if I checked off in the giveaway tab, I can't be part of the giveaway?
Yeah.
That's exactly what that means.
Gosh
Okay,
darn it!
my
No,
sticker
I get it.
submission is in.
Oh man. Okay, so you guys can take a look at the submit a sticker channel there and take a look. I'll keep with the questions while people are taking a look. Let's see.
Rocket propelled.
Yeah, I think this is more of a statement. But Hobbsy makes a good point. He says charity to me, Cranky Critters, and talking to people in general really feeds into the mental health side of things. I know anxiety is a bit of a buzzword with COVID. However, I think mental health generally fits in well with the Cranky Critters. I would love to see Cranky Critters supporting mental health charities at some point. It's definitely awesome. And obviously, I don't know. Oops.
I resonate with that pretty hard, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's just myself.
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, I guess Hobbsy, I don't know if you heard earlier, but charities and stuff like that are really going to be a big part of what we're looking to after launch. And I think Fluff talked a little bit about it earlier, but to kind of say it concisely here, it's going to be something that we look to the community for to get suggestions on. And I think all of us have talked about mental health as being a huge piece of or something, a huge part of what we talk about, and we try to, while we are cranky and we like that whole vibe, keeping it authentic and feeling like you can open up and just talk. So I personally am really excited to look into some of that kind of stuff. But I don't know if you want to add on to that, Fluff or Arno or Rune or Nature.
No, I just want to agree. I feel like it's really important in the space. That's also why I'm doing the Twitter Spaces on Tuesday. About inclusivity in the space, and how about what effect that can have on a person to feel part of a community. That can help. And we do want to follow what the community wants to do in terms of charity, because we want them to feel like they have a say. But as far as I'm concerned, and I think I speak for the team, is that yeah, I think donating to something that supports mental health would definitely be on our list.
Awesome. Next question is about royalties. Will you have a community discussion on de-incentivizing slash royalties? My worry is if it's uh, done once, what's to stop it from being implemented again in the future? I think if people want to sell, they're going to, and also worry how this would look, externally. So I don't know if Rune, you maybe or Fluff or anybody want to hop in on that one.
Yeah, both me and Fluff have been talking about this a bit. Because, you can say, even if you try to de-incentivize them, if they're going to sell, they're going to sell. But this gives us more opportunity to give back to the actual holders, is one standpoint. But to be perfectly honest, I haven't picked a side on this debate yet. I see the merits in both, just keeping the royalties as they are and just surviving the sell-off dip, as well as de-incentivizing or like taking a bit of profit of those flippers. So yeah, we currently aren't in agreement, but this is up for our next founders meeting. We're going to discuss this, but the last few founders meetings have been all about getting the legal stuff ready and founding the company. So this has been on the back burner for a while, but this is something we can decide very last minute. So I think on the next Twitter Spaces, we might open this debate up for the public, or if there's a better suggestion, we can start the Convo in general chat, of course, because looking at a few different opinions on this. We've had a long discussion with Dr. Yu from the Poggers, and he made some valid points, but yeah, I'm still on the fence both ways. So, Fluff, don't know if you want to add to this.
I do. um, my personal point of view is I don't think um, forcing people to hold is ever an answer. I'm not. I originally, at least,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of, um, forcing that onto people with tricks like that. I think more than anything, people are gonna get more pissed off instead of thinking you're doing them a favor. Um, but yeah, like Rune said, we've been in discussion, and I also understand the other point of view, and I do want to keep an open mind on what the community thinks is most valuable. Um, if we do it, we're going to be super transparent about it from the start, and clearly state what the plan is, and why we're doing it, and for how long we're gonna do it. Um, but yeah, we're still in disagreement. Well, not disagreement. I mean, we still really have to, you know, try and look at the positives and the negatives and make a decision based on that, and also maybe get some feedback from the community, because I think you guys, you're gonna know best how you're gonna experience that. um, I feel if we do something like that, it is going to be something like, oh, royalties are higher in the first 24 hours or so, or until reveal, or something like that. I don't know. But like I said, I'm personally not the biggest fan. So I don't know if you guys wanna, give your feedback on that. Always feel free to, because that would help us with the discussion.
Yeah, and I've always really liked going through the suggestions channel too. So even if you don't have maybe something to say right now, you can always hop in over there at some other time. And even if it's not about royalties and that stuff, hop in there. And I think a big part of this is seeing what the community wants. And this is a pretty early time. So making those suggestions now can really help shape or put us in a better position if we're not thinking about something. So always appreciate feedback, especially if it's just about being annoyed with me or something. But cool. Let's see. Next question. Um, he said maybe not the most relevant with low gas prices at the moment. However, a large increase again could cost a cranky critter. I've seen recent projects do great things, stripping back contracts. So I think this one, like getting mints at 75 Gwei. So I think this is something that Rune talked to a little bit earlier, right before you hopped in, Hobbsy. Um, so he is optimized, and you can hop in and interrupt me if I'm saying something dumb, Rune. But he has optimized the smart contract to almost as optimal as it can get, and trying to lean it out. So obviously, we're trying to put in place a contract that is as slim and as possible to help with that. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say, Rune, maybe directly to this again. I know you touched on it earlier, but
Yeah, how do you just go? I'll summarize really quickly in one sentence. I've optimized it as far as I could with my current skill set. Uh, of course, it's always tough to learn, and people in a month will discover new ways that I haven't discovered now. So saying it's optimized to the maximum level of optimization might be overstating it, but I've done what I can. Picked off all the low-hanging fruits and invested some time, a whole week in further improving it. And the final step I think I can take is taking the whitelist off chain. But I've given more explanation about that in the beginning of the AMA. So just listen back to the recording when you get the chance. And if there's any more questions, just ping me in general.
awesome. Hobbsy's last question. Lastly, is there any news you can share on merch? If is this something you would like to do? He says, I think it'd be a great idea. Obviously, merch is, we're excited for that, but maybe Fluff, if you want to talk to merchandise if there's any news or plans or future plans.
Yeah, there's a lot of plans. I mean, I don't know if you saw the shitty merch contest. We definitely got some ideas from there.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I would love to do like the hat. I don't know, or like the poop scooper. I think those are really on brand. But yeah, as far as merch plans that we were already planning, yeah, we're definitely going to be looking at shirts, sweaters, caps, hats. I don't know what the word is. But also, some more collectible things. No promises, of course, but we'd really love, to have Cranky Critters, in enamel pins or figures, maybe even something like a pop figure or, even plushies that you can give to your kids or stuff like that. I mean, seeing as we're building this brand, I think we can, really explore different strategies for merch. I think there's a lot of cool ideas. I mean, and t-shirt wise, I mean, I'm not gonna. I think it would be cool if we do different kinds of things, like not just put a critter on there, but we can really do the, fuck you in your mornings or, or stuff like that. We can put some cool slogans on there as well. I think we got a lot of cool things coming.
Yeah, I would like to add. I started my career doing merch for bands and stuff, and I still love doing it. So I would just say never be worried that there will be a lack of merch, and also never be worried that it's gonna be like basic ass merch. Like I play in a very small softball league. We have a team of 20 players and we have a different uniform every year. And I build out an entire merch store with that year's logo and fun taglines and stuff, just for 20 people. So just imagine what I could do with resources.
I'm excited. Yeah, and
Possibilities.
I think also like you said, Fluff, the even outside of like wearables like a poop scooper or things that are just on brand too would be just so fun to be able to give to people or get out to people. So
Yeah,
very
or like,
exciting.
kids apparel or like baby onesies with,
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
we could.
already wrote down poop scooper, so that's happening.
Okay, okay.
Oh man. Well, hopefully that gets some people excited in their minds, uh, geared up for what we have planned. But
Well, if poop scooper doesn't get you excited, you might be in on the
oh my
wrong
god.
project.
Yeah, I mean, I have two dogs, and so I feel like obviously I'm not with them right now, but if I had a good poop scooper, but sweet. Jonah's question: are you planning to remain in the NFT space in the very long term, or do you mean to grow to 100% board game company? It's a good question.
I'd say, yeah, I'd say like NFT will always be first in my eyes, I think.
Yeah, I'll answer that better. Um, sorry. So NFTs will always be a part of it, and it will never be a full board game company because we're not building a board game series, only a board game series. We're building a brand. I'm sure Fluff will get into the brand part of the question, but I saw at the end of your question you're asking if we're staying with the NFTs. Will we stay with ETH or will we have to look for a layer two solution because ETH is only going to get more and more expensive, and so will gas, etc., etc. So to answer that question, we will evolve with the space. Um, we went for ETH right now because of it was the one the team felt most comfortable with, security-wise and knowledge-wise. But yeah, we will adapt in the future, and it's hard to make predictions right now to what that will be because of course E 2.0 will come. There will be new layer 2 solutions like what IMX is doing by being carbon neutral, etc. It's very interesting. We will look at the space does and see what best fits us, and keep learning and keep adapting. But I think Fluff can answer the board game / NFT company question better than me.
Yes, I can. No. I just wanted to reiterate what Arno said. We're going to be an NFT company first. Well, I don't know if NFT company is the right word. But the best way to look at it is your Cranky Critter is your share of the brand. And that's always going to be the most important asset to our company, having a share of the brand. So people that hold a Cranky Critter, they're always going to be our main community. They're always going to get benefits. We're always going to make things for them. We're always going to have utility, for holders. I think, as far as the board game and the branding goes, building the brand is our top priority, and then the board game is the second priority. So I don't think you have to worry about us dropping the NFT. I think that would be really unfair to people that buy the NFT. I think the reason why we're doing this as an NFT project is because we're thinking so long term, and because the NFTs that are going to give you the ability to be part of the project and be invested in the project and get benefits from that. Think of it as your membership card.
Yeah, so basically what I said.
Yeah, but longer.
Well, hopefully that answers that question. Really excited. I think that also to give you guys a little insight of what I've been working on. Obviously, as I'm trying to get back and acclimated and trying to catch up on some work that I've put off from like my desk job. I was today wandering through some Discords and interacting with some people, and I didn't really know the board games had Discords, so I hopped in one of them. They have a podcast as well. I'll leave the details a little bit thin right now because it's still in development, the relationship. But talking to the folks active in there, it's really cool to see how they're developing board games as a community in there. And as I started mentioning NFTs, it really sparked their interest. Obviously, they don't have as much familiarization with this space, so hopefully we can, with some server guides and onboarding materials that we're building, we can kind of give them a clearer picture. But I'm really excited. I think that there's so much opportunities by going NFTs first and supporting the community and building the community. And it makes the board game almost, I don't know. Again, this is Kendrick's thoughts, so you can take them for what they are. But super excited about the possibilities and where we can take this and where we can go with everybody in the community. So really excited. Let's see if we have any other questions or comments.
I think we went through them all. We do have some comments about Big Desk Energy.
Look, guys, it's not a great desk. It's not a great desk.
But we appreciate you, bringing up the disc every possible chance you get.
Oh my gosh. It's because as it's more of like pilot lingo, I guess. I know it sounds like I don't know. I guess it comes off weird, so I'll just stop talking.
No, we're just messing with you.
Us non-pilots have discs too,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to mention that pilot thing again, didn't you?
Oh my god. All right, I will just be quiet on that front, but I don't know if you guys have the team has anything else to say. I can start also inviting folks up. Rune, were you saying something? Sorry.
Yeah, unless someone from the crowd wants to ask something. And there's one thing we skipped today that we normally do.
Was that a hint?
Did I forget something? What happened?
Oh yeah, we award people the OG Sloth, our weekly picks.
Oh, sorry, I've been doing that through the week as well. Yes. Let's
For
you
fuck's
want
sake.
to? Sorry, no. I'm sorry. Let's do that. We want to award some people with the OG role that we feel have been really, part of the community, really invested, and yeah, we do you want to do the honors or should I?
Yeah, there's one guy we've been having a laugh about, a laugh with all week, or laugh at. Like he's funny. We're not laughing at him. That was, yeah. And yeah, apparently he's having a really shit week and a terribly shit day. So we wanted to cheer him up. Caddy, you want an OG role or not?
Congrats.
Wait, he can still say no.
You have 2 seconds to claim it. 1, 2. Oh well,
I kind of don't want to give it to him so that it doesn't change his name from when OG. Oh, maybe I'll give it to you and then you can make it now OG. No, man, Gratz, thanks a lot for, all your honest interest in the project.
Ooh,
It's been
just
really,
watch the name turn
refreshing.
green.
Yeah. Glad to have you. Oh crap! Sorry, I almost dropped my microphone. Glad to have you on board with us. Yeah. That's nice. He's not here right now, but we also want to promote NFT. I'll maybe let him know when he's online, because I guess it's more fun to promote people when they're online.
That's awesome. Well, congrats, you guys. Let me see. I don't know if I know we've been on for about an hour. I know it's pretty late for some of the folks on the team, so I can invite some people up to speak, or if you guys have anything to add to Fluff, Rune, and Arno, or Nature.
I'm just making
Yeah,
memes.
if there's anyone with a dev question for me, because I have to log off quite quickly. So if there's any more dev questions, please ask them now.
And I'm inviting folks up to speak. If you don't feel pressured, you don't have to come up. But if you have any questions for Rune really quick, or there you go, Caddy.
Hello.
Hey.
Bless you.
Bro, I just want to say thank you guys. It was kind of cool. I have been having a shit week. Well, not a shit week, but just a shitty deck of cards as of late. But this kind of gives me hope. And I like I said to you guys before, I plan on hanging out and being a part of this whole process. And I'm excited to one day be able to have a damn Cranky Critter for a profile picture, because it's I need a chicken though. It's just the one thing. Like you just gotta change it.
If
You gotta
if
change
it's
it.
anything else, you'll just burn it.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be a chicken. And then anybody else can have the other one. So.
Well, we have been making you wait, but definitely gonna be it's gonna be all worth it when everything drops. And,
I'm excited.
we
for
love
it.
you in here, bud.
Also,
to
if
have
you
you.
want to laugh, go check out General. I made a Kendrick meme.
Oh, did you
Oh,
really?
I love Oh, nice. I like it.
Oh man.
I love it.
But I don't know what I missed.
Tiny desk too.
I don't know what I missed, but
Jonah,
you
you're
guys
using
you'll have the recording, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're recording.
Jonah, you have to
Yep.
use this one. Yeah, we have the recording. I might, cut it off before we start this whole conversation. But
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh man. And just to respect Rune's time, does anybody, if you have a developer question, please drop that in the chat now, or accept the invite to speak. I don't know if Caddy, if you have any questions about that specifically, but
I'm not too well versed in the developer side of things. Yeah.
No
Not
worries, no
really.
worries at all.
I'm sure when the time comes, or when down the road when I stick my brain into further into the NFT world and the crypto world, I'll come up with something. So,
Awesome.
but yeah, thanks for having me, and thanks for the role. And I look to make sure that people that come in here know what we're about, and
Definitely, yeah.
give them the old cranky introduction. So,
Love it. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
appreciate
Thank you, my
it.
friend.
Here's
Thank
to
you.
it.
I have a small request for Arno. Can you remove the background on that sticker? It's gonna make it pop even more.
Oh man.
Are you talking about the dick rocket?
Yeah, the dick rocket.
Yeah.
I disconnected
That's so
myself.
funny.
Yeah, I'll fix the dick rocket.
Oh, my
Also, I
God.
had a diff question. Who is Jason?
There's 3
Oh,
people with their hands up. Dun,
Oh
da,
yeah, are
da.
those hands? Or I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just invited them.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
what I thought. I thought they were already invited, and then when they decline, the hand goes away.
Oof.
Yeah.
You all were about to get voluntold.
Yeah, might just have Dr. Hugh hop on up here. um,
Oh yeah, maybe he can tell us more about his idea of having that incentive of royalties higher up. Unless that talk is way too heavy and we're already winding down.
I think that might be a little too heavy for
Okay.
yeah.
this stage of conversation.
Well, cool. We have I guess at that point, for those that are looking to, head out or are not going to hang around, there's obviously keep an eye on the Discord with the events page. You can find that at the top of the channel column, and you could click on events, and then you could see all of the list of the events, and you can even subscribe. So feel free to subscribe, or just to subscribe to get notifications for that, so that you know when they happen, and if you're want to be in touch with all the events coming up. We got a couple, one tomorrow, and then another big one on Monday. So another couple, I should say. But yeah, just keep looking at those, but otherwise,
Yeah,
is there
I
anything
mean,
else you guys want to talk about?
no, not me. Like maybe about, what really grinds my gears? I I have to, still fix these Christmas things, and they might not make it here in time. That's gonna be a sad Christmas, especially since last year was so sad because of the whole COVID thing. So
Yeah.
are you all available? I mean, are you all gonna celebrate with your families and stuff? Is that allowed now?
Yes, I'll fly back and see my wife in St. Louis, so I'll be with her for the holidays. So
Oh, that's
she's
nice.
got some time off. Yeah, so that'll be exciting. Are you guys staying in, having family over to your place? Is that what you were saying?
Well, I would like to say real quick, you don't have to stay for this. This is you're
Yeah.
not gonna miss any alpha if you leave now. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you like us, feel free to stay.
yeah, you can hang around
We're
and
not gonna blame
look
you.
at this as a podcast. But
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're not gonna. I think this is the end of the town hall. Now we're just
yes,
hanging out.
I just wanted to mention just so people don't sit here for half an hour listening to Christmas plans.
But maybe they like it. Feel
All
free
right,
to.
thanks for the heads up. I'm gonna head out, and no. No, I'm a team member. I gotta stay.
Yep. No, I was gonna say, Arno, aren't you inviting us? Or we're gonna do it
Am
with
I?
Dad? No, I don't
What?
remember. The Christmas?
I don't celebrate Christmas.
What?
I don't
Oh,
know
I
what
still
you're
have your
talking about.
birthday present as well. Shall I just bring it then? Or oh, maybe
Yeah,
I'll bring it
that would
Sunday.
have secured you an invitation, but
Yeah.
Wait, when's your birthday, Arno?
never.
Oh.
He just
Ah,
requires gifts for his visits.
No, my birthday is October 11th. But
Okay, so a few months
me and
ago.
Fluff
get the fuck
and
out of here.
Is that your birthday too?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
No, mine's the ninth.
That's
Okay.
close.
Oh,
That's
nice.
close. October
actually my
has
wife's.
the best
Yeah.
birthdays.
Yeah, my
Gang,
birthday
gang.
is also in
See,
October.
or we're meant to be. Chicken
I-
gang.
Chicken gang.
I'm
Yeah,
also
me, Fluff, and Rune have this long-standing tradition of giving each other birthday presents like 2 months too late.
Christmas is like the perfect time, I guess, for it.
Yeah, I guess. I think my birthday is also in October though. It's the 27th. So
Yeah, but you're not a Libra though, so. No, I'm just playing. But
Libra gang.
Libra gang, chicken gang.
but I'm not a chicken
Uh,
gang. I'm definitely
yeah.
going to go for either a fox or a bee, one of those.
Such
Yeah,
a
I'm
such a
definitely
Yeah, I might have to
Scorpio
hold
thing
on
to
to a
do.
beat.
But I guess that's more chickens for you, huh?
Damn straight.
That's right.
By the way, if you
Me-
want to win one, I still have to make the announcement because I didn't want to ping everyone every 5 minutes today, but we're having a fan art contest and the main prize is a Cranky Critter. So
Oh?
if you want to win one, you can draw a chicken.
Since it's an art contest, I'll throw in an extra Cranky Critter to the winner.
You mean 2 Cranky Critters?
Yeah,
What?
I'll give him one from my secret stash.
Whoa.
Is there a secret stash?
I
Can I
don't
get
know.
one?
Where are these coming from?
You're a founder. You should have your own secret stash.
I don't have any. I know I'm allowed to give away 100 in total, and all the others should be up for mint. So I don't have any.
Oh yeah,
secret stash.
I'm gonna mint a bajillion. So
I'm gonna mint them too. Like yeah, looking forward to that.
So wait a second. How does one fan art though? It's like I have a broken laptop screen. It's a touch screen.
You take a paper, you take a pencil or a pen, and then you
Oh,
draw what kind of looks like the chicken, maybe with a fun slogan, and then you take a picture of it with your phone, and you share it.
yeah.
Oh.
So here's a. I mean,
You
yeah.
don't have to be good
Okay.
at it. I mean, to be quite
Yeah, it's
honest,
based.
the worse it is, the more laughs it's gonna get, right?
yeah, just
Yeah,
look at
it's
my
based
art.
loosely on our appreciation for it. So that could mean all kinds of stuff. That could mean your choice
Alright.
of shading, that could mean your color usage, animation, or it could mean that it's fucking hilarious and we die laughing.
Also, I'm judging, and I can very easily be bribed.
Did I just hear I could pay somebody off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arno. Yeah, apparently.
Arno's
No,
morals
Like
are
Marcus talking
slippery.
about getting a ghost illustrator for him, so I mean, this contest is already built on
Yeah,
a
just hire
foundation of
me
lies.
to make your fan art.
Who else has got a? So wait, you got it's nature. What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm visiting some family. Probably limiting that as much as I can. My social battery is AAA sized. But yeah, just a bit of family events, and then getting people to try to buy games on sale to play with me while they're on break.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Looking forward
I
to
don't
doing a
really
bit of
have any.
gaming in the time off.
I'm
I
so
don't
looking
have
forward to
setup intro,
get a
so.
prototype going and to start playtesting it. I know we did something like that 5 years ago. You know, as we got the idea for the board game 5 years ago, I know we made a bunch of cards, and I know I printed them and I cut them out, and then we started playing, like playtesting. I don't remember where they are. I still have the cards and their descriptions in an Excel sheet. So I mean, I could go from there. But I think it would be cool if I can take some time during the holidays and you know, get that out and get that sorted. Maybe I could even, you know, share that with you guys. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm really looking forward to playtesting it too. That's going to be a lot of fun for sure.
Does anybody play Smite in here?
Might no, I do not. I've heard good things, but I don't have time for games.
What was
I
it
do
called?
just now for my.
Sorry, I'm chewing nuts right now. Schmite.
Oh no, I don't think I've even heard of it.
I've heard of it. I've been shown it, but it's I'm not into MOBAs. That's what that is, right? A MOBA?
Yeah.
Yeah. The competition gets me all like my shoulder. I mean, I play Tarkov, so who am I to talk? But my shoulders are like all the way up with those types of games.
You know what Jonas
Wait,
said,
you
right?
play Tarkov?
What's that?
Just go ahead, Flo.
Sorry, you're cutting off a little bit. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Well, that's probably a good thing because I'm sitting here chewing on fucking nuts.
Oh, I
explains
thought
it.
you were trying to refer to me before, but you're just chewing on my name. Okay.
No. I was asking if you were chewing on your name. I like that. No, I was referring to Tarkov. You said you played Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, I'm ass, but I play.
Damn it! I wish I didn't sell my graphics card. I would bust out my computer.
Oh, for sure, dude. I'm a professional meat shield, so.
I would use you as a meat shield any day.
Oh my.
Fluff.
What?
Fluff. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, did you guys see what Jonas said? You know, he said, you know, I know there are people available for in real life playtests in your neighborhood. That's true. He lives in Belgium. I don't think he lives very
Ooh.
far away, so we could actually get together like the four of us. And maybe even five if Kendrick flies to Germany soonish.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we sometimes fly to Belgium too and Netherlands, so it
I
just
mean,
depends on.
yeah, nature, feel free to get on that flight and also come down
Yes.
here.
You should
Yes.
all come to Belgium.
I have
Latest, and I'll bring your seed phrase.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I gotta actually head out real quick, but this was a lot of fun, and I will be in the chat a little bit later.
Yeah.
Llama,
Sounds good.
before you leave,
What's up?
do you know about the COVID protocols regarding flying to Belgium?
He's gone, man.
No,
But I
That's big disk energy, man. When he says I need to leave, he's out.
Oh, his finger's on the button. He's just waiting to
Yeah.
finish talking so he can close it.
Sometimes it's mid sentence. He's like, guys, I'm, and then it's gone.
Oh, I used to work with somebody like that.
really
When he was done talking to you on the phone, he would just take his ear away from the phone, and whatever else you were saying didn't matter until his finger pressed the end call.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like you could hear his voice getting farther away as he was finishing his thought and
Oh,
hanging up the phone at the same time.
so stupid. Okay,
Already
that,
onto the other
that
thing.
would
Yeah, I don't
annoy
work with
me.
that guy anymore.
Yeah, that would annoy me so hard.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about flight regulations now with COVID. I know we're still not allowed in the US, right?
We are now.
Oh, we are?
I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure. Like, so when I flew to Mexico these past couple of times, I could go into Mexico without getting tested, regardless of vaccination status. And then coming back to the U.S., I was required to get a